So perfect. We're live right now, which means the recording for this will be live as soon as we're done with class. So it's live right now, but the recording, when you're asking me for the recordings, will be live as soon as you're done. So basic class. When I start with this, the first thing I'm going to teach you, if you guys have any questions that you want to go over, okay, any frequently asked questions, go to the little person in the corner and it says FAQs. That'll pull it up. I don't read these anymore because you guys are adults. You can read through this. Now, FAQs over here, same spot. Now, majority of the stuff I do go over, and I go over in detail, so that's why we don't read it anymore, because it becomes redundant. So, the most important line in the software when you're getting started is this. This line is important because it tells you who you are. It tells you your username and email address that you logged into the software with, and then it tells you a general attack. So the general attack or token is the currency that is utilized, okay, to pay, the currency that is utilized to pay for the software. All right, cool. Sorry, I was reading a question in the chat. It is the currency and currency that's used to pay the AI to generate a letter for you. Okay, so what does that mean? When you're generating a letter for either yourself or your clients or anybody that you're working with, right? You need to pay a currency to the AI to actually generate that letter for you. And how does that work? So one token can generate one letter for that specific month, okay, that you're working on. So how does it, what does it generate? So if you have 100 negative items on your account, it can generate an unlimited amount of email, unlimited amount of letters, and an unlimited amount of pages. So I'm gonna change this again, say it again. If you have 100 items, right? Or let's say unlimited negative items, it will generate an unlimited amount of letters and an unlimited amount of pages for that negative item. So let's break it down into numbers so everybody understands. If you have 100 negative items, at maximum will generate 300 pages and over 3,000 pages and 300 letters. I'm gonna say that again because I screwed that up. 100 negative items will generate 300 letters and 3,000 pages. It's unlimited. Now, that's at a base. On a higher, it could generate 30,000 pages depending on what type of negatives they are. So the system fluctuates with the negative items that you have. Okay? Now, what does that mean? If you have 10 negative items, it could generate 30 letters and could generate 300 pages. Does that make sense to everybody? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Perfect. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't understand that. I'll repeat it again. I'll make sure that you understand it. Two. Nolo, do me a favor. I ask you to unmute. Come off and talk to me. Where are you lost on that? So I'll make sure I can explain it to you. Let's go for the 2. Greetings. How are you? Good morning. Mm-hmm. No. Unlimited letters for one attack. So say you screw up on that attack, you got to go buy another attack. So it'll generate, again, if you have one negative item, it could generate 3 letters and 30 pages. I'm just throwing numbers out there, okay? Just to give you an idea. If you have 100 negatives, it'll generate at maximum 300 letters, right? And 3,000 pages. The whole point is, it's just to throw numbers out at you guys, but to tell you that it's unlimited. But it's for that one generation. So if that one generation is bad, you're going to have to do it again and generate a whole nother letter. And every single month you have to generate a letter. So I think I'm trying to cover everything right. Make sense? No problem. Did you understand? Are you good or you not good? Okay, perfect. How's that? Everybody good with the explanation? I just want to make sure. I saw a couple of 2s in the chat. If those people will put 1s in the chat, if they're not, put a 2 if you're still. Damn, choking on my own saliva. If you're not, if you still don't understand. Yes, Brian. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'll get to it. You jumping ahead. Yeah, we just you got to let it fester in the back of your head. There is a position that you can generate something incorrectly, and that's the whole point of it. That it's not unless you are perfect, and that's why you're in training. Unless you are perfect on everything you do, there will be an error. And trust me, the whole industry makes errors. The whole industry makes errors, and I guarantee you, if you posted a picture on your Facebook or Instagram or anything, I guarantee you one person, oh, I got that stupid letter. It's just quality control that goes on, but we teach you quality control. And this is like, when I say I don't come from a teaching standpoint of the software. I don't work for the software company. I own the printing company. So the printing company that you send to print your letters out to, these are all the errors that we see that we send back to you to say, go fix it, because you're going to get turned down. So when we do this, that's where I'm coming from, that standpoint of you. So when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you these errors are happening, this is where we go down. So that's the key. Cool, Brian? No problem. We're going to get into, I swear, all the questions that everybody has, okay? I'm going to answer. Just be patient with it. But when I'm asking questions, focus on where we're at in this specific spot, because that's how I know if you're understanding where I am. Don't jump. And Brian, not you, but just in the sense, just don't jump ahead, because we're gonna get there. Like she said, Nola was like, I know you're gonna go over pricing, because she was like, well, hold on, I bought the package and wait, I don't understand it. Like, that's the whole point. So I want to make sure that everybody's understanding each piece, because I'm going to go in depth on each piece. I promise you that you will not leave here without understanding what I'm doing. And you won't have a base understanding of how to utilize this software. You will know exactly what you're doing. I promise you that. Ready to rock and roll? Everybody good on this page, put a 5 in the chat if we're good to move on. If you're not, we're good. Okay. Oh, I forgot to go over some stuff over here. The software does have a full community. It's called Metro 2 Monetization. So if you click here, it'll bring you to the Facebook community, and you can join the Facebook community. Everybody that's in this room, no matter if you're with Darius, Schmitty, anybody, get in this room, guys, because there's people like you that are going, doing things, answering questions. So that's a good place to be. Have any technical issues? This is how you get a support ticket, or how you write a support ticket. Literally, you click add a support ticket, and it'll go here. It opens up another page for you. And then the walkthrough schedule. The walkthrough schedule is Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m., Saturday at 11 a.m., which you're usually here with me. No training on holidays, okay? So Monday is Miss Deborah. Tuesday is Miss Deborah. Me, I'm on Wednesday. Thursday is Miss Deborah, and I'm on Saturday. I teach 2 of the classes over here for basic training, and then I have my own private class on Friday afternoon that I teach, that you guys are more than welcome to join. I'll let you guys know how to get into that class on Friday as we go through training. Only for the Phenom software do they have a one-on-one walkthrough, but for the people here that know that if you're printing with my team, you have every avenue to get your own one-on-one with my team. We offer that free of charge. Okay, I do not go over the get started section, and this is the reason. It's just videos. You are going to have all the videos to go back over here, after we're done with the way that I teach you how to do it. These are some basic videos that they go over just to give you a, how do I say this? Like a refresher in case you guys get lost. But I go over things a little more in depth and I explain things to you guys a little more in depth. If you guys jumped ahead and got into the software before and you watched the subscription video and everything, I promise you, you're going to change what you got when we go over everything in a minute. So I am going to get to the pricing section. I'm going to go over this. I am going to get up. Can everybody see the screen? Yes, no, maybe so? Perfect. Okay. I am going to get up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me not let the camera follow me. Cool? All right, let's rock. So when I do this, when I go over this pricing section with everybody, right, I break this down in such a way where people have to understand what the breakdown is. So here's the difference that I do it from everybody else. I tell you what the best package is and what the worst package is. And it's not that it's worse, it's called the downgrade package. So this is just where I'm starting. Every package downgrades into this package. Every package downgrades into this package. This package is not the package you start with. Why? You start at $97 on your first GA. You will generate your letter wrong. I'm telling you this now. You will do it twice. It's going to cost you $177. I know that because I can tell you that from the other side, not from the software, but from the printing side. We send more iron packages back than any other package, okay? So check this out. In total, one token, if you buy it separately, is $40. So these are 3 tokens plus the initial one that's in here because this only gives you one. This is $217. The same package that includes 4 tokens. This is 8, 17, 30, and 100 is $147. Now, I don't know about everybody in this room, but I like saving money, especially right before Christmas, okay? I like saving money and getting more bang for my buck. So when I say over here, this is the best package. And if you bought anything else, it is okay. What you will learn today is I will teach you how to generate it properly. Get this package for 2 months and then downgrade to the iron package. That is the key of the system. Once you generate some tokens, once you generate the ability to get some in the bank, some tokens in the bank, you're good to rock and roll because the tokens roll over every single month. The GAs roll over every single month, so you don't have to worry about anything. So it's not like you're paying for it and you lose it. Hey, if you got 10 clients, right? You could start here, right? Because each of these, this one handles 1 to 2 clients. This handles 2 to 4, 10, 15, and 50. Now, why do I give that breakdown that way? I give that breakdown that way because I give you a mess up. I give you a mess up. So if this is 4, the maximum that you can handle is 2. You get 2. But what have I seen in this software? I've seen in this software one person takes 3 GAs and then they're left on person number 2 with 1 GA, but they got it right by the 3rd GA. So I've seen so much happen in this software where that's why we go over all the things that can happen. That's why I break these numbers down. My thing is for you to have success and always do what's right for your pocket. If your pocket only can afford this, come into 3-4 classes. Watch the videos that I give you on YouTube 15, 20 times. Make sure that you go over it 100 times before you generate that GA because you're literally going to buy another one until you get it right. So that's the key. When you have to generate that letter, you have to make sure that you're doing it right. So everybody that's in here, if you bought the iron package, don't worry about it. I'm going to teach you how to get through it. But If you haven't bought a package yet, always start here. I don't care if you got 10 people. If you got 10 people, well, truth be told, if you do have 10 people, then start here. But if you got people that you're working with, always go in that number. Always go in that ratio and understand. I take the numbers and I try to divide it by half. Try to give you guys a little more numbers that you can work with. These packages, as you go higher, I'm going to tell you something right here. These packages, as you go higher, it becomes easier. Really, that number can go up, but I want to give it to you on a conservative basis where I'm saying, hey, this is what is the potential to happen. Hey, you may come in, you may be able to handle, and I'm just saying on this package of 30, you may be able to handle 22 people. Okay, give yourself eight GAs to mess up on. You may be able to handle 22 people. You may be able to handle 25 people. But if I cut it down by half and you are able to handle more, you're going to be a pig and poop. Because that's the key. We want to make sure that we set you up for success. Now, I'm going to come back to the screen. Does anybody have... G, you don't have to upgrade. You don't have to upgrade. Just what I would say is get done with that GA, then upgrade. And that's the key. When you finish, you generate your letter. If you did it wrong, then do me a favor, stop. Don't go buy a GA. Just come to this package and buy another GA at that point. Buy the bronze package. That's the key. Because if you're sitting here and you're going to be like, oh crap, let me upgrade now. You didn't generate anything. Generate your letter. What happens if you did it right on the first one? Well, hey, next month you just go to 147. You're good. But don't upgrade at the beginning if there's no need to. Does this make sense? Is everybody good with my explanation over here? Put a yes in the chat if you're good. Put a no in the chat if you're not. And put your hand up. Let me make sure I can talk to you. Nola, did I answer that question for you, girl? You can nod your head. You got your camera on. I see you. I got you. Absolutely. And that's the key. Like I said, guys, I am going to go over everything over here. Cammy, come on mute. Talk to me. Mm-hmm. No. The attacks are, you can generate everything wrong on your credit report with that. Okay? Everything that's wrong on your credit report. So one attack generates everything. Okay? One attack generates everything. So that's not, what we say is, what happens if you mess up on that attack, then you're going to need another token to generate a proper attack. So that's why I always say go to the bronze package, because as you can see, and I've actually watched this happen, somebody generated 3 attacks for their personal file and was left with 1, and we went in and helped them and generated that 1 attack for the second person. So what we try to do is, even if you're working with yourself, give yourself a little bit of a cushion, okay? And so that if you do make a mistake, I don't want to say when, because I'm going to have good faith in my teaching, that you don't make a mistake, but you want to have a cushion. Now, it also gives you a thing. If you don't make an error after the first month, after the second month, you want to say, after the second month, downgrade to the iron package, you're going to find. Because now you're going to have banked GAs, and you're getting 1 every month. And because that you have GAs in the bank, you don't have to worry about anything. So if you do make a mistake, it doesn't matter that you only had 1 GA. You wasted the 1 for the 97, but you had the ones for the 147. Make sense? It's like put money in savings. Yes. You can do both. Good question. Not jumping ahead, but I know where you are. You're like, I want to know more right now. give me time. I'm going to show you the breakdown on how to do both when we get to that point. But that's normally towards the end of class. So that's literally when we get to the 7 rounds of attack. All right? Nola, I'm going to get you, and then if we're good to go, I want to move forward, because the next 2 pieces are going to be the most important pieces. Mm-hmm. Mm. You never, you. I don't think this software company ever gets rid of your username and password. So if you remember your username and password, you could just log into your thing and reinstate your subscription. You so what happens when you log in? When you log in, you remember when on the home screen I said this is your login. You will have GAs on your old package. All you have to do is buy a price package. So whatever price package at that point. So now if you go in with Dion software and you see I got 8 GAs already, well then sweetheart, you don't need extra GAs if you're doing this for yourself. You just go in and just buy the $97 package. Because you need a subscription to get into the attack area. Now, if you're in a different program and you're buying that person's program, no, those GAs don't carry. Still separate company. Same software, separate company. Yes. There is no, there is no retrieving the previous token. It does not carry over to the software that you're in. Okay. Yes. Okay. I just want to make per- perfect, perfect. Yes. No, when you go sign up now, perfect thing. You're not going to go sign up. You're going to go back into Phenom. You're going to you put your username and password in, right? As soon as you do that, you should see GAs on the dashboard, like we just said. And once we do that, okay, once you see that, all you're going to do is buy the iron package. You'll be able to utilize that until you're done. Once you utilize that until all your GAs are done, then you can move over to the next person if you want to. At that point, it's the same exact software. That's what I tried to explain to everybody. It's the same exact software. They're so I have my own version. So here's my version, just to let everybody know. Here's my version. Okay, here's my version. Here's Dion's version. Does it look any different? No. It's the same thing. It's just mine's green and Dion's is orange. And Darius is red, Schmitty's is red, Batman Kevils is black. I think M2 Recession. Who is that? Marcus. Marcus's one is blue. Same exact software, guys. Same exact software. So when like I said, when I'm teaching this to you guys, if you already have an existing platform with somebody, okay, FYI to everybody that's here, just so everybody knows, whether you're signing up with Darius, you're signing up with Schmitty or everything, okay, whether you're signing up with any of these guys, Dion's still the head honcho. Dion will always get his piece. So at the end of the day, even with me, you sign up with me, Dion's got half of my business. So at the end of the day, just like yeah. So at the end of the day, we got you. We got you. Make sure you do the same thing. You go in, you get what you need, you're good to rock and roll. Cool? Yes, you would create a login that uses the website to send your letters. All right, everybody good on pricing? Everybody know what pricing package to pick? Put it in the chat. Let me know what pricing package we're picking. Thank you, Christina. Ivy, Kendall Ivy, Cornell, good job. Perfect. So whenever you guys get started, I just want to make sure that we understand exactly what it is. Cool. All right, guys. to buy an extra GA, I can't do it in Dion software. You have to go to purchase additional GAs, and it will tell you. And as you guys can see, one GA or gas is $40. So I'm not lying to anybody. I'm showing you guys the truth. It's $40. So that's it. Now, this next section is very serious because of the credit report. I'm going to show you guys how to pull the credit report over here today. Okay. But we have to get a specific report. And the way that you get a specific report is when you go into your system, you click My Free Score Now. It doesn't matter whose logo it is on here, but it has to be from them because it's unlocked. They have the Epic Pro report unlocked from My Free Score Now. If you don't get that Epic Pro report, you're shooting yourself in the foot. That's what the software utilizes to create the most aggressive attack. So that's what we need to make sure that we're utilizing. So make sure when you go into the software, you see credit report, you utilize that one over there, okay? Reports and scoreboards. When you take your client, come over here, and you put Epic Pro report. Literally, you select your client. I know I'm jumping ahead over here because you guys, I didn't set up my client. How do I get here? Once you set up your client, you can pull your information in over here. But you can see their accounts, their closed accounts, delinquencies, derogatories, inquiries, and public records. So you'll see what's here on the client's information. That's just something simple just to give you a little bit of what's going on, their scores and everything. All right. Everybody that can take a pen and paper out, take it out now. Everybody that needs something to be recorded, everybody that's driving, pull over if you have to. This is where everybody makes mistakes. I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to get yourself right, okay? Because this is where we need to focus. This is where everybody messes up. I'm not telling you guys no. This is where everybody messes up. 110%. This is where everybody messes up. So this is where I am going to go in depth and I will ask questions to everybody that's here. So get your pen, get your paper out, get your information. I'm going to go over everything in depth over here. I'm going to show you how to add a profile properly. Where'd I put my pen? Hold on, wait. I can't do anything until I find my pen. Shit. All right, so we're going to click Add Profile first. And when we click Add Profile, you're going to be taken out to this screen. So, guys, when we're on this screen, you're going to have a conversation with your client or yourself, okay? And the first conversation that you're having with yourself or your client is this. Hey, I don't know my address. I don't know my social security number. I don't know my name and my date of birth. Why? Why do I say that, guys? Why do you think I say that? Put it in the chat. Why do you think I say that? Okay, I can't wait to see this colorful stuff of what people are going to think. Why I said I found it. It's in my pocket. Put it in the chat. What do you think? Not necessarily, Kendo. I'm talking even think about yourself. I'm saying that you don't know your own information. Missing items. True. Because when we know something, we normally screw it up because it's not what we know. It's about how we put it into the system. It's not how I present myself. That's true. Ralph, that's a good one, Ralph. A lot of people put their information into the system and put it incorrectly right off the bat. For example, let me ask everybody over here, put a 1 in the chat if you have a middle name, how many times do you fill your middle name out on applications or something, or just put an abbreviation? Put a 1 in the chat if you put your full middle name. Never. See? See? Technically, that's not your name. Your name is first, middle, last, and if you have a suffix, your suffix. What people don't do is they don't fill it out in its entirety. Never. So what are you doing? So when the information gets pulled from one place to another and they start doing X, Y, and Z, excuse me, start doing X, Y, and Z, what happens is they don't ever fill out their documentation correctly, which means realistically your information that is reported to the bureaus is not reported correctly. So when I do this, when I told you to focus on this way, right off the bat, I am going to show you how to make all your documentation and everything accurate. Because if you don't make it accurate, right, you're going to create a problem. So let me get up, let me do this. Okay? I'm going to break everything down by color. What is that specific point that you're going to go off of, what you're going to do, okay, and how you're going to do it. Ready? So this is my first box. This is the only thing I'm focusing on in this box. This is going to be ID. ID or driver's license or passport. Now, let me ask you a question. Put it in the chat. What do you think out of those three pieces of ID is the most powerful one? Put it in the chat. Good job. Date of birth? Passport. Perfect. Good job. Passport. Everybody that's saying passport, you're 100% right. Passport's the most powerful. Why? Does anybody know why? I'll tell you why. Because there's no address on the passport. I don't like the ID. I don't like the driver's license. But if you don't have it, that's okay. You focus on your ID and your driver's license. So first thing I'm going to do, it's going to be first underscore middle. Okay? Space, or not underscore, space. This is the middle name. And this is going to be Suffolk. Okay? Ready? Watch this. John Joe Smith Jr. Date of birth is 01/01/1990. Oh my God, John Joe Smith's about to have a birthday. Junior's about to have a birthday. Check this out. That's done. Now, what are people going to do when they have their ID? Oh, I'm going to go fill out my address. How many people right now are thinking I'm going to use my ID and go fill out their address? Put a 1 in the chat. Don't lie. Space, Ivy, space, 1. Here's the thing. That's where you make your mistake. That's why I turn around and I tell people, do not think you remember your name. Do not use the certain documents to do everything, because majority of the people, their ID and their document, their proof of address do not match up. So when they don't match up, what happens? Now you're literally sending a document in that's improper, and then you get this letter that's not a stall letter. It's actually a document, a request for document letter that says that you've sent in improper documents. So when I do this, I take this information, ID, driver's license, passport, I put it down and I don't look at it again. Here's the next box. This is what we're utilizing over here. Social Security card. W-2. First page taxes. That's it. That's it. You put your Social Security number in. Okay? Put your phone number in. Now, this is for the software purposes. You don't have to, it's not required, but I just doing it to fill it out. Last piece over here. Now, I'm going to give you guys a gem that comes directly from the credit bureau in this class. I used to have a long list of stuff that I used to give you guys for this section, and I don't do that anymore because I found what the credit bureau is looking for when you say. Now, POA stands for power of attorney. POA also stands for proof of address. So what you do is, for your proof of address, or POA, you're going to put first page bank statement. Don't white anything out. Don't do anything. They want the first page of the bank statement in its entirety. Why? You cannot defraud a bank statement. A bank statement is very hard to defraud. A bank statement is very hard to get by. You understand what I'm trying to say? They can tell if the document is fraudulent. Unlike a T-Mobile bill where you just change the person's name, okay? That's very easy because T-Mobile doesn't put anything on the first page. They just put their logo and the person's name. So that's why they want you to utilize a bank statement. That's a gem. Not many people are telling you that. Okay? So now when you fill it out, you fill out everything in its entirety. So we're at 8 North West 12th Street. APT, I don't have room, 2B. Okay? Now, this is just for people that have this because they're going to, I live in New York. So in New York, you have Manhattan, which is the same thing as New York City, or / New York, New York. I'm just going to put NY, right? And this is NY. And then this is, the zip code is 10038. Okay? So now what? Why did I put 2 cities there? Because people say, well, I live in Manhattan. You technically do. You really do. But if your proof of address says New York, you put New York. If your proof of address says Manhattan, you put Manhattan. So for this one, argument's sake, I live in New York. My ID says New York, right? My ID says New York. My city is New York, right? But my proof of address says Manhattan. Well, guess what? This, okay? This does not work. We are utilizing Manhattan. You understand that? So I know Miami is one, okay? West Miami and Miami, okay? Same thing. I know there's East Cleveland and Cleveland. I know there's a couple of places that I've dealt with in printing that people, even Chicago. Chicago's got a crazy one where the zip codes are one number apart from each one. It don't matter. The zip code's got to match the proof of address. It does not matter how you go about it. It has to match perfectly. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Christina, you put the client's phone number because this is for whoever you're setting up. If you're setting up for yourself, it's your phone number. If you're setting up for clients, it's your clients. Okay? You don't understand what I mean by bank statement? B-A-N-K, bank, like Chase, Bank of America, Citibank, Wells Fargo, those? Or did you not hear me say bank? You heard me say back. Want to make sure. Can I unmute? Well, you have to raise your hand, yes. What has to match, ID or bank statement? They don't have to match. That's the key. If you do it this way, they don't have to match. You would like them to match, okay? But everybody doesn't have the ability for them to match, okay? So when you don't have the ability for them to match, that's why you're going to do it this way. You're going to take those information, you're going to pick one up, and you're going to put it down. You're going to pick one up, put it down, you're going to pick one up and put it down. If you do it like this, you'll never make an error. Okay, so when you're doing your proof of address, right, there's only one document you can utilize, okay? Who do you bank with? Perfect. You got Navy Fed. Navy Fed gives you a statement every month. You're going to take the first document, the first page of that document on Navy Federal, and it's going to have all your data on it, right? So if your data is 123 Smith Street, okay? Apartment 1, right? I'm just going to utilize this as example. You're going to put in the first box, 123 Smith Street, apartment 1. For the city, okay? Where do you live? What city? Park Forest. Now, is there like another thing that Park Forest is called, or is just Park Forest? Perfect. So you're in Chicago, right? So if you put if on your document it says Chicago, but you live in Park Forest and you put Park Forest, they will deny the document. You have to put Park Forest instead of Chicago, just like you said that to me. You did that perfectly. Okay? What you just said, I live in Chicago, right? But you live in Park Forest. The key is you don't live in Chicago because your document on Navy says you live in Park Forest. Okay? So you have to put Park Forest in the city. Because the human being is not looking at the document that you're sending. A computer system is. Okay? So if you put that you live in Chicago and it goes to scan your proof of address, right? And it says you live in Park Forest, this document doesn't match. They strike it. Now everything's gone. It's dead. It's null. It's void. Everything's got to match the specific, that's why I color coded it. If you're looking at the blue, that's your ID, your passport, your driver's license, right? When you put that down, you're done. Now you go to the orange. The orange is your social security, okay? So you either have your social security card, your W-2 from your job, or your first page of taxes. Once all that's done, okay, you put that document down, you move to the next document, and that's gonna be your bank statement. So in your case, it would be Navy Federal. So you're gonna utilize Navy Federal, right? And then you're gonna fill that out with what it says from Navy Federal. Make sense? Gotcha. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So here, check this out, right? When I pull out, where's my passport? Oh shit, where the hell's my passport? Oh. That's fine. See, passport. When I take my passport out, right? I'm gonna utilize it right here. Whenever I open to this page right here, right? Whenever I open to this page, whatever's on this page, that's what goes on that screen. So it turns around and says, I'm born the 26th of January. I put that on there. Okay? This only says my birthplace is New York. That's why I love passport. First name Ali, last name Badi. That's it. That's all I put. Close this up, move on. That's it. That's it. Bingo. Yep. That's why. No problem, guys. Okay? That's why I go over everything the way that I do. That's how I go in depth. And the whole point, thank you for coming off mute and saying that you didn't understand what was going on, because the whole point of this is to make sure that you leave here with an understanding. This is the most, this part is where the most errors happen and the most problems happen for a client that doesn't let them see results. Kendall, let me talk to you. What's up? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, because the bank state, you know how they're going to verify your name, your social security card, and your driver's license, or your ID, passport, whatever you're utilizing, because they utilize your full name. If you look on your passport would say first, middle name. That's why we utilize those documents. Come on, man. There's a method to my madness. There's a method to... No problem. Got you. Okay, I'm probably going to kill this name. Tuda. All right, let's go. Next round, yes. Next round, yes. Yep. A lot of you that have generated your letters before this class have done them incorrectly. I know that. Even if you've printed it off of me, you have done them incorrectly. My team is not going to make you generate a letter if you have the basic setup done correctly. So if you used your ID instead of your passport, that's okay. They're gonna put it through. But if you're sitting in class with me and you're learning the software, I'm gonna teach you how to do it right from the beginning. Okay? And that's how we're going to do it right every single time after. Cool? Okay. How many people are lost? How many? Oh, Cammy. All right. Go, Cammy. Mm-hmm. What's different information? Well, okay. So we don't care what the address is on your driver's license. That's what I've been trying to humdrum into everybody. Your proof of address proves where you live. It doesn't matter what your ID says. They're going to utilize just your name and your date of birth. That's what that's for. Okay, they're going to verify your name with your Social Security and your Social Security card. That's your full name that you utilize on both. Now, everybody doesn't utilize their full name when it comes to certain documents. Okay, so the bank statement will have a abbreviated version of your name. I'm just going to be instead of Cammy Lee Smith the third, I'm just going to use that as an example. Okay, you're just Cammy Lee. So as long as it shows a certain portion of that name together, you'll be fine. What happened? No, that's what it's going to utilize when it generates the letter. So when it generates the letter, what it pulls is what the bureau has. And then the system will match, the AI will match the information to what you added into the system. That's why we add the proper information in its entirety properly. So if your full name, right, I'm just going to, again, if your full name is Cammy Lee Smith III, you want to make sure that it's filled out Cammy Lee Smith III. So when it pulls the credit report and sees Cammy Lee, well, that's not your full name. Well, we need to fix that. Make sense? So that's the key. Cool? All right. Type of ready in the chat if we're ready to go on to the next piece over here. Oh, all right, hold on. Pause ready. Everybody take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. Save this for you. Then type ready. Ms. Moses, you already got a screenshot of this. What is this, class number 25 for you? Awesome. How'd you like what we released yesterday, Ms. Moses? How you like that? All right. Tuda, let's go. All right. So now we're done over here. Okay, perfect. I'm going to delete the drawing off, and we're going to scroll down. Now, when you come to upload your documents, you remember how I told you your documents are on the top? That's why I take a screenshot of that, where it says bank statements, everything. You're just going to follow along. This is going to be your identification, your passport, your driver's license, or your ID. This is going to be your Social Security card, your SSC, first page of taxes. Do not put your passport or green card in here. It will get spit back to you. First page of taxes, W-2 or Social Security card. And then this one will be your bank statement. That's it. Click save and it will create the profile. So let me show you what a profile looks like. So this is what the perfect profile looks like. Everybody see that? Everybody see how the perfect profile looks? Now, everybody doesn't have different names, different things. Okay? Now, different driver's license from when this person lives. And I'm going to get up and I'm going to zoom in on this in a second. But check this out. This person was from Topeka, Kansas, right? And we did this purposefully. Okay? This is their driver's license from Topeka, Kansas, but they live in California. I was going to say Connecticut. They live in California. There's their bank statement. Now I'm going to get up and I'm going to scroll in on the address so everybody can see it, right? There you go. Now, again, these are sample documents, so I can't find everything to be perfect, but just giving you guys the idea of how I follow it. Okay, so now this is 11693 Sheldon Street, Sunnyvale Valley, California, right? Well, let's go up to the top. 11693 Sheldon Street, we spell it out. Sunny Valley, it has a space, California, 9135. We do it perfectly. Now, this client, I also put a passport card for you guys to see the passport card if you have one. And as you can see, it says place of birth, New York, right? It doesn't say address or anything. That's why this piece is the gem over here, guys. That's why we utilize a passport over everything else, okay? And they cannot deny it because it is a federal document. It is actually more potent than the driver's license or your state identification card because it's federal and you can get around the world with this document. Make sense, guys? Cool? Cool. Now, whenever you utilize the software, do not hit back, do not move over, always click save. When you go to this screen, you come here. Now, why did I leave that? Because I want to show you guys how to pull in the MFSN report, okay? Please, everybody here, take notes. It is a little bit tedious, okay? It's not hard, but it's just tedious, okay? Ray's gonna drop in the chat what I run, but this is how you have to do it. First off, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have a report in this. Nope, there's no report here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna click upload MFSN report. If you don't see this on your screen, there should be a little scroll bar. You can scroll to the right. When I click upload MFSN report, it's gonna bring me to this screen. Look what it says, log into your member area. So I'm gonna click this link. I'm gonna log into my member area. So this is my username and password for my free score now. I think that's my password. Yep, that's my password. Okay, I'm gonna sit right here. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna go back to the software and it says navigate to the following URL. So I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna go back here. I'm just gonna click this over that. And I'm gonna hit enter. It's gonna bring this crap up on the screen. This is code, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, Ray dropped the attendance sheet in the classroom. Everybody filled out that attendance sheet, please. We wanna keep track on who's coming to class and what we're doing to make sure that everybody's good. Ray just dropped it in the chat, okay? He just sent me a message. For everybody that's here, you see this? This is code. This is what we call back-end code. All you're gonna do on this page is you're gonna click on the page to make sure that it's selected. You're gonna hit Control A or Command A on your Macs, Command C or Control C to copy, and then you're gonna go to the Phenom software or the M2 software, and you're gonna hit Control V. What happens here is nobody can, now you copy that code all into the software, and you're gonna click Save. I'm gonna do it one more time after this to make sure. If somebody doesn't understand, please put out on understand, but I'm gonna keep it nice and easy again. Ready? I'm gonna delete it out of the software. I'm gonna go back to the screen or back to the whatchamacallit, back to the main page. I'm gonna click upload MFSN report. I'm gonna log into the software, right? You saw me log in. Okay, here we go, I logged in. I'm gonna click the following URL, I'm gonna copy that link. Actually, let's see, can I open it up in a new window? Let's see if that works. Oh shit, oh, that's cool. Okay, so you could just open up a new tab, Control A, or Command A, Command C, or Control C, and then back to Phenom and hit Control V paste, or right click paste. Everybody good with that? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're not good with that, please put a 2 in the chat. Oh, let me save this. And the way that you know that it's done correctly, the way that you know that everything is perfect, is you will see it says Epic Pro Report V2. Brian Brown, where are you lost? Yes, Ralph. Hold on. Yes, Ralph. What's up, Ralph? Yep. Yep. Got you. Joe, yours doesn't do that because you're going here and updating the report over here. I saw the picture that you sent in our community yesterday. You need to not update your report over here. You need to go over here and update it here. And when you see over here that that number is correct, that's where you're good. So let's run that one more time. Okay? Nobody, I'm gonna tell everybody over here because everybody makes this mistake on this stupid program. It's the one reason that I do not like this, and I never like Smart Credit, because they put their TransUnion score updater right here, and it only updates TransUnion. Everybody goes, well, I have my credit score. No, you don't, because the real thing that we need is the 3 bureau score, which is here or up here. So you got to make sure your 3 bureau score, mine's 12.4, right? So I'm going to delete this, and let's run it again. Ready? Yours says MFSN default report. That means you didn't get the Epic Pro report. I will call my free score now, check with them to make sure that you have that default report on that Epic Pro report unlocked. Okay, that's why I said make sure you go through the people that you got it, because if they don't have that Epic Pro report unlocked, you're not going to get the most aggressive attack. So let's do this again one more time. I deleted the report, right? We don't see the report. I'm going to go back to manage all users. I'm going to click upload MFSN report. So the cool part is, literally, I'm going to run it again. Ready? I click this link. It brings me to the screen. I'm logged in. If you're not logged in, log in. Then I come over here. I'm going to click this link. It opens up the gibberish, right? After it opens up the gibberish, ready? I click on the screen, Control A, Control C, and then Control V. Or Command A, Command C, Command V. And then I hit save. And then it should say the reporting date and the Epic Pro report V2. Do we still need me to run that one more time? All right, guys. Again, Rashad. It doesn't matter if it says that. You can pull it 1,000 times. And if you don't have the Epic Pro report unlocked, you need to call My Free Score now and get them to unlock it. That means you went through another way that it never unlocked. Okay? So you need to call them and get that. You have to unlock that for you. That's why I told everybody to go this way and do this way. Cool? All right, one more time. Here we go. I'm going to delete it. Go back to manage all users. Let me close this down again. I'm going to click upload MFSN report. I'm literally going to click, here's the client's information. I'm going to literally click the next link. It opens up the gibberish. Control A, Control C, Control V. Again, Command A, Command C, Command V for all you Mac users. I hit save, and I'm done. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can use one report for all attacks, correct? No. That's why you didn't update your report. Oh, I knew what it was when you sent the picture in, Joe. That's why we created the video and posted it in the group yesterday. I knew exactly what it was, Joe. I was like, as soon as you sent me that stupid little circle thing, I'm like, that's why we created the video. Joe's in my community, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I was like, so I'm like, my community, they get answers to my questions immediately. And the way you get access into my community is if you print with my team, you automatically get access into our community where we go over this. Rashad, so 2 of your scores are showing. Call My Free Score now and ask them what it is. You got to call, brother. You got to call. And then they'll let you know. Let me see, Rashad. I'm gonna take a shot in the wind over here. Your Equifax score isn't showing. Am I right or am I wrong? I wish I didn't have to go over other stuff over here. We could be done over here, but we're not. Yes. You need to call Equifax and get yourself verified through Equifax. The reason they're not showing your score is because you did something of fraud with them and they shut your score down. So they need you to verify yourself. So if you tried credit repair with another company, or you've done something previously that you've committed fraud with Equifax, they shut your score down immediately. It cannot be pulled through a third-party agency. So here's the hack. I'm trying to get a mortgage. You need to verify me over the phone right now. That's the key. So when you call Equifax, it's going to take you about an hour on the phone. You have to call them Monday. You got to let them know that, yep, normal. So something on your letter, something on your documents didn't match up. So you did your, so the whole thing, Rashad, you did your whole first round incorrect. Because if Equifax is sending that, that means something on your first round was done incorrectly. So that's the key. Good. Everybody good with this? Everybody good with how to pull a report? Put a one in chat if we good. Because I really want to get to 7 rounds of attack. Perfect. I only got 2 people that are good. Nobody else is good. Come on, bro, everybody. I know it's noon on a Saturday. We all tired. I know it. It's just a little while longer. We good. Thank you, Ralph. Let's go. We're almost there. I'm going to make this easy for everybody. I showed you how to pull your credit report in. You have SMS and emails over here, but a lot of people don't get them. I'm going to be honest with you. But if you do get that package and how you purchase those credits are up here where it says add credits, okay? You can send out emails and text through the software, SMS and email right here. And the way that you do and build those things out is called the communication portal. So you have your text messages will come here. Your emails will come here. And your templates are built in here. Your support tickets will come in here. And your PAMS invoices from other PAMS providers will come in here. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not send PAM invoices in here. I send them directly to your cell phone. Now, if you guys are printing with me, always include your information on the document when you're doing it. And what I mean by that is when you're coming over here into the send rounds of attack, and I might as well get started over there. When we go get a send rounds of attack and you're going to send off a document, right? So let's just show you. So if I have a client, Karen, we've already generated something for her. I go over here and I want to send out my order to be printed. You see all this data over here? You don't include your client information, include yours. Why? You are the person that generated the letter. If you did it wrong, right? If you did it wrong, you don't want your client understanding that you did it wrong. If you did it for a family member, you don't want to look dumb in front of a family member. You don't want to look dumb in front of anybody. So you just got to make sure you put your information. When you're done and you get that invoice, and you're like, I'm not paying this invoice, send that text message to them. That's all you got to do. It's got the link and everything, and they'll pay for it. So you don't have to worry about nothing. But know that if I'm having communications with you, every single person in here, and you're working with me, make sure that we are working together. And then if you want to send something to your client, you send it directly to them while we will handle the rest one-on-one. Okay? That's the key. So now, how do we actually generate a letter? Okay. I'm going to teach you guys how to generate a basic letter in about 17 seconds. Okay? Does everybody believe me, yes or no? Put a yes in the chat if you believe me. Put a no in the chat if you don't believe me. Damn, everybody believes me. Shit, y'all taking the fun out of it. Y'all taking the damn fun out of it. All right, ready? Thank you, Rashad. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. You ready? 1, This is the only AI attack we use. Now, somebody asked me if you can generate the letters together or separately. This AI attack generates everything together. You literally, if you don't want to do anything, this is why I say 17 seconds. You come to our company, you put in TPNPA, Ray will drop the code in and generate. You're done. At full speed without me explaining it. Ready? At full speed without me explaining it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Boom. Maximum print. TPMPA. Generate. Done. That's it. Without me explaining it, just go. That's it. And now we just generated a basic attack letter. Now, who is this attack letter for? This attack letter is for somebody that is, how do we say this? Financially challenged at the moment, okay? And needs to just get their credit clean and realizes that credit takes time to clean, and they're just gonna run this attack until they get their desired results. So this is what we call the financially challenged one. I want everybody to do this. If you cannot afford to get your credit cleaned, run that. It could be 3 to 6 letters. It could be a lot of pages, but it could be 3 to 6 letters. Okay? Why? Stay in the system will do you right. Somebody who's selling 30 days, somebody who's selling 90 days, somebody who's selling 60-day removals and deletions and shit, they're selling you a line of garbage. And they're running fraud. They're doing fraudulent shit. That's why Rashad, right now, has got to call Equifax, because Equifax sent him a letter for fraud. So now what he's got to do is he's got to take an hour and a half out of his day, go call Equifax, get on the phone with a rep. When he gets on the phone with a rep, whether he calls the fraud department, whatever it is, I don't have a number, Rashad. I used to have a number. I don't have one anymore. Okay? He's got to call them, and he's got to tell the person, the rep on the phone, I can't get access to my credit report. I'm trying to buy a house, and I can't get access to my credit report. And the mortgage broker tells me if I can't get access to credit report, I can't get a house. So you need to verify me over the phone right now. They'll verify you over the phone. 24 hours, you'll have a credit report. You call My Free Score now, say there was an error. They'll pull another one for you. No. So if a third party, that's a very good question, G. Very, very good question. What you do is you pause for 30 days. There is something called a comment on your credit report. I shouldn't really be giving this away in this class. This might confuse some people. Okay, I'll I started, might as well finish. There's something called a comment on your credit report. When you have a comment, okay, the reason that they don't move forward is because even they say something is verified, you got to call them on the bureau and say, hey, look, I saw that there's a comment on my bureau. I accept what it says. I need you to remove that comment. Okay? What happens is once they remove that comment, you send in your next round. And what will happen is now you can start your credit report fresh and credit repair fresh. That's called a 30-day reset to 45-day reset. But you can speed that reset up if you call them in and say, I accept the comment, which is verified normally, or whatever it is, and that I need that comment removed. And that's it. They'll do it. It's just a hack. Yes, Cammie. No. Nope. Every 30 days. Every 30 days or a stall letter. When you get a stall letter, you send out your next round. Or you go on a 30-day, or you go on a 30-day cycle, which every 30 days you do that. It doesn't matter if they're updated on your phone. Okay? They're doing their process. You have access to their reports. But the whole point of what you're trying to do is trying to get the removals done and get it done properly. There's something called a frivolous dispute. If you send a dispute in before the 30-day mark, they will deny it, which means you just wasted money. This software is on the pricier side when it comes to printing letters. It's not just me, it's just the software itself. It generates a shit ton of letters. So what happens is you do not want to waste time sending a letter off to the bureau that is going to get thrown out in the garbage. So that's why I kind of explained everything to everybody to make sure that you do an attack. If it's something that you need that's cost effective, you do a cost effective attack. Okay. Now, who wants to become a power user? Or a baby? Let's call it power user. Put power user in the chat if you want to become a power user. Cool. All right, ready? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to do-it-yourself attack. You're gonna stay over here, still thing, and you're gonna unlock the AIs. Now, when you unlock the AIs, this is what the AI screen looks like. Let me get up to the board. Let me finish this up, standing up. This will be done fairly quickly. Ready? When I unlock my attack, this is the AI. Oops. This is the AI. This box over here controls the AI. These are your AIs. Meet your AIs. SECA, MPEPs, PNOMs, PSEP, PALCOMs, and MPEC. Okay? I don't know. I forgot what the abbreviation for that is. Okay? Well, how they called it. Okay? So, when you're looking at other softwares, you're looking for these abbreviations here. Okay? We don't care what's in front of it. Okay? Because if we go to my software, oops. You go to my software, and I come to AI, 7 rounds of attack. I go to the attack area. I select my client. Next samples. I come over here, do it yourself, generate. I come down, look at my ones. They're all different, right? They're all different, right? But guess what's the same? What I circled. Or what's supposedly circled. Okay? They're all the same. Because that's what we focus on. So if I go back to M2 Phenom, there you go. You see the difference? There's nothing different about the softwares, but it's understanding what it is. So what's the most aggressive attack in the software? Well, let's get pencil off. Let's get rid of all this other bull crap. That is the most aggressive attack in the software, what's highlighted in green. It's called MPEP. I want everybody to write that in the chat right now. MPEP. MPEPs. I want everybody to write that in the software. MPEP. MPEP. We're always going to write that in the software. MPEP. Okay? This is the most aggressive attack. I put you guys on the screen so I can see everybody chatting. Okay? So, right now we're not at the most aggressive attack, so let's select the most aggressive attack. And we just selected the most aggressive attack. Put this box down, and now I select what round I'm in. Well, I'm in round 1 because I'm just teaching you guys. And we come over here, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. Ready? Okay, so now, this is the actual what you're gonna tell the AI to do. Okay, so, when we go into the basic attack, so let's go over here, let's just read the top over here. When we go into the basic attacks, we just want to learn the colors. Red, do not attack. Green, attack separately. Blue, combined. All that stuff. So, when we do this, okay, and we go through all this information, right? And we're going through all this stuff. We're focused over here. So what do we think is the strongest attack in the system? This is the strongest. This is not the strongest attack because you're combining everything together. Attacking separately is the strongest way to do it. So I'm going to teach you the strongest way to do it. So we're not going to focus on blues. We're only going to focus on the green chat today. Okay, sending them separately. Yes, Ralph. Okay, we're only going to focus on the greens. So now, when we send them separately, okay. and we send them individual, now we're going to be able to check everything that's on the board. So now, what's here? This is every negative item that's categorized in credit reports, okay? Not just this credit report, but every credit report. So what happens is the software has a default that it attacks. So what you're looking at right now is the default. Well, I don't like the default, so I select everything in green. Okay? Now, why do I select everything in green? Because if I make a stupid mistake when I'm doing this, okay, and I hit generate a letter by accident, something happens and I do something by accident, at least it's going to generate me the most aggressive attack. It's going to generate it at the most aggressive aspect that it can do. That means it's going to generate personal information individually. It's going to generate public records, inquiries, student loans, everything separately. So that all 12 of these options are generated by itself. So now it's focused on everything by itself. Make sense? Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense to everybody. Okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you a question. Does anybody know what's on this client's credit report? Put a 1 in the chat. If you do, put a 2 in the chat if you don't. Thank you. Nobody knows. Fantastic. Ready? Watch. Watch. This is why I do it this way. So now we're going to take the AI and we're going to hit next. Hey, AI, do me a favor. Read the credit report for us. Break it down into categories so we can read it. Okay? Okay? Right? Now, the AI has read the credit report. It gave me a pop-up box that said, hey, look, these places don't have addresses. They're flashing because creditor address, it doesn't have the creditor address. FYI, we don't focus on creditor addresses. Here's the reason why we don't focus on creditor addresses. 98% of creditor addresses are incorrect. So when you send a letter out to them, you usually get it returned in the mail. This address doesn't exist. What is that going to do? That's going to piss you off because you just wasted money, because you can't get that stamp back. You can't get that paper back. You can't get the money that you wasted back. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it. I don't teach it. That's it. End of story. So when you see this over here, flashing at the bottom, you see all these flashing numbers? Those are missing creditor addresses. But we don't care. We just send everything to the bureaus where they can go, which we know we have their addresses. Now, guys, what is the most prominent color that you see down at the bottom with these circles? And how did I find these circles? Let's go over here. Let's do this again. Okay. Oops. Oh, it doesn't want to go down. Why doesn't it want? There we go. See this little circle on the bottom? See this little circle on the bottom? I just click that circle and it gets off. Green. What does everybody think that dark green means? It's what type of account? Christina, perfect. Kofi, perfect. Jean, perfect. Kendo, no, not an inquiry, buddy. Positive account. It's all positive. So what happens is, think green money, okay? There's a box over here that says hide positive accounts. Right here. See that? Does everybody see that? Let's get rid of that. Let's hide all those positive accounts. I'll click that checkbox. And I'm gonna come down over here. Christina, I'll get to you after I'm done over here. Okay? Let me finish. Let me get this going, because there's a lot over here. And we're already running over where I wanted to run. Okay. Everything on the screen is 100% negative. Okay? 100% negative. It can be removed. So now what we need to do is find out what type of negative it is, write it down, and take it so when we go to our next piece. Okay? So here's how we find out what's going on. On this area over here, this is your negative item number. This is box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4. Type of reported issue. That is your negative item. That is actually what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, negative item number 1 is what? Put it in the chat. What type of negative is it? PI. Perfect. Come on, everybody. PI. Personal identification. Perfect. Personal info. Perfect. Yep. That's it. PI. Perfect. So this is PI. So we're going to write that down. How many people wrote that down? Put a 1 in the chat if you wrote that down on your piece of paper right now. Shit. You know what I'm going to do? I got the whiteboard back here for everybody that can see. I'm going to write it on the whiteboard. PI. Perfect. Let's go. I wrote it down on the whiteboard. Okay? Are you guys playing with sand?
No, I was wrapping her toys.
Oh, you're worse than me. All right. Okay. 1 in screenshot. There you go. Ready? Let's go to number 2. I got to do number 2. Let's see what number 2 is. Oops. Let's see what negative item number 2 is. I'm not going to take the bumpers off yet until everybody understands it. What's number 2? Good job. Ralph, double check that. I know you know this, but just double check that. There we go. Good job, guys. So, what do? I write either IQ or INQ. Literally writing it on the board back here. IQ, INQ. Literally writing in the board behind. You guys can see that I'm literally writing there. Right here, guys. Right here, brother. Rashad, right here. Type of reported issue, negative item. Says it right there, brother. Never mind. I got you. Okay, there you go. Okay, I'm going to leave another one up for Rashad so he can answer because Rashad's like, what's going on here? What's number 3, Rashad? Come on. It's all you, brother. What's number 3? Attaboy. There you go. There you go. Right? Rashad, you're going to be the next one, right? I'm going to do this right now. Ready? I'm going to take the bumpers off like bowling. You're going to tell me what this number is. Ready? Here's the green. Green's gone. Right? What's number 4? What's number 4, Rashad? My man. Perfect. Okay? That's it. Perfect. So now we've already went over IQ. Okay? So I literally can go through every single one, or I tell you guys the hack. Everything in the brown color is the same thing. See? Ready? Yes, Christina, everything that's in brown is an inquiry. So we don't need to, whatchamacallit, go over each and every single one of them. Just literally clicking at this point, up until 40. So everything until 40 is an inquiry. All we got to do is write it down once. So we got PI on the board. We got IQ, INQ on the board, right? Here's where I am different than everybody else. Ready? I'm going to click 41 because that's a new color. What does it say it is, ladies and gentlemen? What is it? Bingo. Bingo, 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 bingo. But why is it a different color? Well, it says it right here. Right here. It's a best inquiry, which means it's related to an account. Because it's a best inquiry related to an account, guys, right? We don't want, excuse me, we don't want to remove this because it's related to an account. This is what I teach differently than everybody else. Everybody else will tell you to remove the account because it's attached to a card. I don't do that. I tell you leave it and let it age out. Don't remove something that's attached to a card because if you remove it and it removes the card, it becomes a bigger pain in the ass to get the card reinstated because you remove the inquiry, and they're going to put a brand new inquiry on top of it that's that old of that date. So if you were 6 months or a year into that inquiry, you remove that inquiry, they close that card, now they're going to open up another inquiry, and now you have to wait another 2 years. Okay? So I just come down to the bottom over here, right? I come down to the bottom. Oops. Bear with me 1 second. To the best inquiry, and I click remove this content. Now, 42, still a negative item, is the same thing. It's a best inquiry, I remove it. I don't mess with it. I am different than everybody else. 2 inquiries aren't going to kill me. Okay? But here's the thing. Nobody will teach you that. The reason that they won't teach you that, the software can do it. Yes, the software absolutely can do it. But what happens when it closes the account? Are you going to know how to open up the account if you're brand new at this and still wet behind the ears? Absolutely not. If you took a client on, are you going to know how to get that card reinstated? No. So you're going to start panicking, and you're going to say, yeah, the software works, but it put me in a bad situation. Then you're going to close up shop. So what do? We learn what to remove the right way from the beginning. If it says best inquiry, don't touch it. If it's attached to account, don't touch it. Leave it alone. Just let it rock. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if everybody understands that. Yes, we click the red box that says remove this content if it is a best inquiry. Perfect. Cool. We'll make sure that everybody understands that. Fantastic. A lot of people understand that. All right. Cool. Let's go to the let's go to the next number. 87. What's 87? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. What's 87, ladies and gentlemen? Let's type it in the chat. Nope. G, you gotta fill that in. Delinquency late 1-2. Thank you, Miss Christina Harvey. But let me ask you a question. Is it a delinquency late? Is it a medical late? Is it a student loan late? What type of late is it? Rashad, you in the wrong box again, bro. Stop worrying about the credit report. AODL, Miss Sheree, you still missing numbers. Why do we do this, guys? I do this because this is how you guys are learning how to read a credit report. If you're not reading the credit report correctly, it is not. No, guys, stop looking at the box down there. That's a box that's got nothing to do with it. Okay? Focus right there. Focus right there, ladies and gentlemen. What type of credit report is it? What type of reporting issue is it? Is it a student loan? Is it a medical or what? What's in that negative report type of reported issue? Guys, you're looking all over the place. You're shooting in the wind. Look at what is in box 2, ladies and gentlemen. Do not look anywhere else but box 2. Stop shooting in the wind. I gave you all the tools. What type of late? All other. Thank you, Mr. Ivy. That's it. All other. Stop looking everywhere else. Look what the software gives you, because the software doesn't have mortgage on it. It doesn't have anything. So when we're doing the red, green, and blue boxes, literally this is what it says. All other delinquency lates 1-2, aka AODL 1-2. That's how we have to focus on it. AODL 1-2. Now I'm going to write that down on the board. Because if we don't look at what it says, and we don't look at the red, green, and blue boxes, right? And what it's in the red, green, and blue boxes, that's when we start to make errors. Okay? That's when we start to make errors. That's why I say I spend a lot of time here, and I'm not taking questions here. Here's the focus. I need to make sure that people understand this. Why is it that box? Why do I circle that box? Why do I say focus on box 2? I don't care what everything else says. Nothing else on this screen is actually going to help me if I don't know what the credit report has and what this software is looking for. This software is only looking for this box right here, because this is how it finds and tells the AI, hey, I need you to write a letter for AODL 1-2, please. That's what it says when it's asking him to write the prompt. And this is what and then it will fill in all the information. But if you don't have how this is going to write this information, right? You don't know that, then it's going to mess up. Does that make sense to everybody? Or are we still a little off? Do we want to try another one? Beautiful. One more time. All right, ready, Nola? Ready, Nola? Ready, Rashad? I'm going to click the next negative item. Ready? What's 88? I mean, this is perfect that this was right after that one. Student loan what, guys? Finish it. Finish it. Student loan what? Student loan derogatory late 3+. Here we go. Student loan derogatory late 3+. Fill out that whole box, guys. It's not a delinquency. It's a derogatory. It's not a delinquency. It's a derogatory. Thank you, Hakeem. SLDL 3+. There you go. SLDL 3+. We're going to learn the abbreviations real quick. Yep, it's a derogatory late. Okay, I'm going to write that on the board since Hakeem and Sheree got it. SLDL 3+. I'm going to put that off the board over here. SLDL 3+. I'm writing it down when you all should be writing it down too. Okay? Right? Let's go to another one. Everybody's going to get this wrong. Everybody's going to get this wrong, but that's okay. I just want you to get it right to get it wrong. So if you get it right here, then I can teach you how to get it really right. What's this one, guys? Good job, good job, good job, good job. All right, OGs, what is this one? I know I got a few OGs in the room. Where are my OGs at? No OGs? We got no OGs in the room? Let me see. Who's in this room? No, we got no OGs in the room. Shit. Alicia's being quiet. Alicia's being quiet. I know that. She focused on something else. Okay? All right. No problem. Ready? Yes. Not you, Ray. You're not allowed to answer. Ready? Check this out. This is not, whatchamacallit, CO or COI. There is no COI because there's only student loan, charge-off and collection. There's medical charge-off and collection. And then there's AOCC, all other charge-off and collections. So when you all got it right, this is the only one that doesn't make sense. I don't know why. Ray, send James the attendance sheet, okay? This is what happens. This is the only part that I don't like that this software does, is they should have had it AOCC, just all other charge-off and collections. That's all it is. Nope, all other charge-off and collection, all other. Guys, I'm not doing sold debt. I'm not doing any of that stuff. Don't go crazy. Don't go crazy. Literally where we're at, guys, here, ready? Let me show you on software. Let me go over here. Let me break this down for you guys. Ready? Here, when I select this, I go here. This is what you're focused on. This is literally what you're focused on. Everything is here. What you guys are doing over here right now is trying to fill this out over here. So if I'm in this software, right, and we just did this, I have everything off. I just got personal information. I just got inquiries. I just did all other. I did student loan, right? And I just did this. That's how it works. So when you're looking at this, this is what you're looking at. That's what we're doing that side for, in reading the credit report, so we can come over here and do that. Okay, so let's go back over here. Let's finish this credit report, even though we just turned it on. Literally just turned it on. That's all the AI needed. Okay, so that was 89, right? Let's go to 90. What's 90, ladies and gentlemen? Perfect. 91. Atta girl, Nola. Good job. Hakeem, good job. Same, Miss Moses, good job. Good job, guys. 92. What's 92, ladies and gentlemen? Promise you I was going to make it easy. Perfect. Perfect, 93. What's 93? I literally wrote AOCC on the thing. It's still up on the board. Let me get rid of that. Okay. 94. What's 94, guys? Rashad, no. Read the board, bro. I got to clean my monitor off. This monitor is about to go. AODL 1-2. Wow, you guys catching on quick. Let's go, 95. What the? Oh, family just got another dog. All right, 96, last one. What's 96? Yeah, I got them all. Oh, no, I was missing AOCC. Let me write AOCC on the board. A-O-C-C. Perfect. Cool. What we got over here? AODL. SLDL 3+. Perfect. Perfect. Good job, guys. Okay? Now, we set up the screen. We go down to the bottom, right? That was the last credit report. We come over here. We read this. We make sure all our information is JPEG. So all the JPEG, PNG, make sure that all this is uploaded. Now, I do a little hack. I do first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, Social Security, first name, last name, proof of address, or POA. Now, this one's passport card, so this one's passport card. So when I do that, everything's perfect. I see everything's perfect. Let's go. Let's go up to the top, do another check. Yeah, great. Ali is just on fire today. I go over here, I go to top, I come to client info, and I come over here. And now it's this is right, 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 this is right. Great. This client's ready to generate this letter. Let's go to general settings. Let's reset the whole system. Come back to the AI box. AI box. Click indemnity on, click it off, select my attack, and now get ready to roll. Now, did everybody write all those negative items down? I mean, technically I did, but yes or no? Put it in the chat. Yep. All right, somebody read them out to me. Ray, if somebody puts their hand up, read them out to me. Click check all on red, and then somebody read them out to me. Ow, my arm's hurting. Ooh, big stretch. No one wants to raise their hand and read them out to me? Christina has a question, so as soon as we're done. Okay. Literally, cancel. Click it, hit the check mark, hit it on, hit it off, select the thing. That's it. That was it. Literally click. What happened? Who said that? What's up? Hit me. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Perfect. Keep going. Thank you. You just did it yourself. Do me a favor. How many green check marks are on the screen, sir? How many credit bureaus are there? 3 times 5 is what? Put that in the first box over here. Put 15. The rest is default default, default. You are done. Literally, you hit next. You hit include all three bureaus, done, generate your credit report. You're done. You did a fantastic job, sir. That is it. That is it. We are done. That is all of it. It's not hard. People make this seem extravagant. Now, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm going to do this today, right? I'm going to run this shit at full speed so you guys can see how quick this is. It says not hard. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay? Watch. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to go back to the home screen. And I'm going to do this from thing. Ray, get your stopwatch out. Tell me on 3. Go 1, 2, 3, go. When I come down here, I go to the send rounds of attack. I go to the attack area. I select my client. When I select my client, I click do it yourself. Okay? I'm not going to click printing for here. Okay? Because I'm just running this. I'm going to go to the thing. I'm going to select the most aggressive attack. I'm going to shut the other one off. I'm going to go over here, run this. I'm going to select green over here and then hit next because we're just getting the credit report. After I get the credit report, after everything is run, I click OK. I scroll down. I hit hide positive items. I get over here. So now all I got to do is, this is personal information. This is inquiries. This is all other derogatory late 1-2. This is student loan 3+, AOCC 96, AA student loan 3+. Come over here, check this out. Boom, 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 boom. This is perfect. Okay, go back up to the top. Go to client info. This is perfect. Okay, come over here. Turn it on, turn it off. I know everybody's gonna ask me, well, why didn't you remove the other stuff? Because I'm not generating the letter. So I'm gonna remove it when I generate the letter. So do. Count my boxes. 5 times 3 is 15. Default. Ready? I'm going to remove those 2 inquiries. Click OK. Oop, make sure that's clicked. Come over here. Remove 41. Remove 42. Back up to the top. Generate. I'm done. 1 minute, 47 seconds. So, ladies and gentlemen, for 8 months, I say 8 months because there's 8 rounds in this tack. Please, somebody tell me you don't have 16 minutes in 8 months to generate letters for yourself. Now, you don't have to print this. Now, the other time that you take is if you print it and do it yourself. That's on you. I'm not. But if you got 16 minutes, tell me you don't got 16 minutes to fix your credit. Somebody right now tell me you don't got 16 minutes to fix your credit. Yes, the replays will finally be posted. Ray dropped the link to the YouTube channels. We don't give the link out to just anybody. Do not share this channel with anybody. Okay, they have to join this class. You have sat through 2 hours of this class to understand what's going on. The YouTube thing, links are getting posted right now. You have sat through 2 hours of this class to understand what is going on. You have asked your questions. You have become experts in the system. Okay? You have become expert in the system. Okay? Do not give this stuff out. That's why I do not post this class in any community. Because the people that come here, that have sat here and have enjoyed to come and sit here, you're the ones that deserve to get the information. Let the other ones come over here. Keep sitting until you're an expert. You ain't gonna annoy me by coming up every Wednesday and Saturday. I'm here. I gotta do this regardless. We just generated a letter. For everybody to see what a letter looks like, I generated many of them yesterday, so I'm just gonna pull a letter from yesterday. Okay? Just to give you an idea. Hold on, let me share. Oh, no, I gotta share my screen. Give me a second. How do I get this stupid box over here to you guys? Here we go. Boom. Here we go. It's a letter from yesterday, just so everybody can see this. So this letter generated 28 letters yesterday. It has the student loans, it's got the public records, it's got everything. Okay, and this is what the letter looks like, ladies and gentlemen. And this letter's 16 pages. So this letter has all the negative items and it's 16 pages long. So when you guys are going through all this stuff and trying to understand, each letter is going to generate differently. It's going to have more or less letters. It's just going to do what the system needs to do. That's why we say it generates an unlimited amount of letters for an unlimited amount of negative items with an unlimited amount of pages. So don't worry about it. Okay. Christina, you've been waiting patiently. Come and ask me your question. Yes. Because you'd never click do it yourself. You got to select your client's name. After you select your client's name, it's going to pop up the AI box. There's another box that says do it yourself. You're going to click that do it yourself box. And then you have to go in and select your AI, like I showed you. And then your attack round in the red, green, and blue box will pop up. Yes. Yes. And then go down to the bottom, hit generate. No problem. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is great. This is great. This is great. Now remember, guys, you only get access into the community, into my community, if you're printing with us. If you're printing with us, you get access into our community, and then I drop all the extra gems and stuff in our community through the printing company. There is. Let me see. How many people we got in here? We got 39 people. Y'all want to see something special? I mean, okay. All right. Credit repair is done. I'm gonna show you something that I have, guys, that I'm working on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you text Ray. Ray, drop the number in it and drop link. You're not gonna get a link until I close this chat room out, but this is not mine. I don't own this. Like I said, this is for the software company. So I'll give you guys the link over here. If you text that number, text link to Ray, okay? Text the number link to Ray. No, open up the number, and text link to it. Then Ray's gonna drop a link for the Zoom community, and then I will let you guys know what's wrong now. Then I can speak a little more freely if I would like to. Yeah, guys, you gotta text, not take the phone number and text link to that phone number. Don't text link on the phone number. And then we'll go from there. I'll show you guys something special that I'm working on. You're more than welcome to join, Mr. Tyrone. All right, cool. Everybody that wants to join, please follow us there. I'm going to give everybody a couple of seconds to do that. Sean Jackson, let's see. How can you avoid this? Sean, come off of mute and say what you said to me. You absolutely can say that in front of everybody. That is not something you have to keep to yourself. You're more than welcome to come off mute and tell everybody exactly what happened. Okay, give me a second. I'll allow you to unmute yourself. Come off mute and tell everybody what happened. Please, you can absolutely say that to people. We didn't do nothing wrong, so that's the key. So nobody did anything wrong. So keep going. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so beautiful. That is not fraud. What they sent you out is something called a stall letter. What you do is you can proceed with your next round. That's why people do. That's why people do the 15-day tactic. But there's a way to go about it. So now I'm gonna give you something beautiful. Text Ray. You have the number to the printing company, right? It's 914-257-7468, right? I remember that off the top of my head. Text. Okay, text Ray, ask him for the link for paid in full. Okay, join the community, and then I have a couple of tactics inside that we can give you over there that are in the free tools. You can add an anti-stall letter. You can add a couple of different things that you can go and put there. Now, it's not going to suggest that it's going to stop happening. They're going to want to stall you out in any which way, shape, and form so you don't get your credit fixed. Guess what? In 30 days, no, not even. In 11 days, they have a new calendar year, which means they're able to send you another four stall letters. Jesus Christ, man, why can't I speak today? Damn it. All right, so our goal is to make sure that we teach you how to get through the 4 stall letters before they can send them out. So they already know that. They're stalling everybody out from last month of November until now, they're stalling everybody out because they know that they have another 4 coming out. And they want you to stop. Okay, so yes, you have every right to get through to a representative, and there's a script that I got in there. As soon as you put them on blast that you're recording them, right? And you let them know that you're recording them, and they say, well, I'm not comfortable. I don't care if you're not comfortable. Put me on the phone with somebody that will be comfortable. Don't hang up the phone on me because you're literally breaking the law the minute that you hang up the phone on me. So do me a favor. Get a supervisor on the phone that's going to be willing to take my call and do what needs to be done because you guys know that you're actually doing something that's against the law. All right? I have a whole script for it inside of the community. No problem. Yes, Tyrone. Yeah. Because each bureau is going to treat the file differently. So just keep going on as planned. And I'm be honest with you, keep going as planned even with that bureau. Just keep going as planned. But the problem is we want to verify or reset. If you want to reset, wait 30 days for all 3 of them. Wait 30 days, let it reset. Remove the comment like I taught you yesterday, right? Remove that comment, call in, I accept the comments, boom, whatever, move the fuck on, reset it, and then send out your next round. No, you're gonna ask them to remove the comments. Okay? You're gonna ask them, I accept the comments, I verify that I'm accepting the comments over the phone, and I need you to remove the comments. Please. Okay? It takes about 24 hours. All right? All right. We ready to move over? Anybody have any credit repair questions? Because what I'm about to show you is going to blow everybody's freaking mind in here. No credit repair questions? We done? No, that is not for Christina, aren't you paid in full? I think you are paid in full. Ready to rock? Everybody ready to rock? I'm ending class. I'll see you guys in the next Zoom in about 20 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, ending. All right, let's open this. Let's just open the waiting room up. All right, cool. I can speak a little more freely in my own room, where in the other rooms I can't really speak freely. So at the end of the day, what I'm about to show everybody is something that we've developed over here. Let's do that right now. And then I'll allow, oh, somebody's got bad reverb, holy shit. I'll allow everybody to mute. I'm gonna mute everybody real quick while we all get in. Okay, I'll show everybody what we're working on. So, everybody ever wonder why, when they're sending out their rounds of letters, why shit actually gets deleted and what's going on? They're like, it ever crossed your mind and you're just like, I don't care? Like, you're thinking about, everybody thinking about it at least once? Okay, check this out. So I'm gonna show this to everybody. When you're working on a credit file, this is my own proprietary software. This has got nothing to do with M2. This has got nothing to do. This is actually a funding software. So this is how we get people into funding and how we get people funded. Okay. It's why what a lot of the mentors are selling, what a lot of the mentors are trying to go. This is our actual file. This is how we actually do it for them without no mentors and no coaches. What happens is when you come in and you view a credit report, what happens is a credit report naturally has things wrong with it, right? So what happens is people don't understand what's actually wrong with the file. Why do you need to fix your credit? Oh, because it has a negative item. It's not just because it has a negative item or your credit score is low. It's what stands on the credit report and how the credit report makes you look in the lender's eyes. So we built a system to actually show you what they're looking for and to make you fundable. Now, when you become fundable in the credit's eyes, when you become fundable in that person's eyes, what do you need? Well, this is what we did. So let me ask you a question. How many people in here know how to drive? Let me do this. Ralph, thank you, Ralph. I saw that. How many? Perfect, Vera. Okay. Me. Okay, good. I got my chat up. Me, perfect. Right? Everybody knows how to drive, learning how to drive, working on how to drive, some way, shape, or form, right? What does red mean? Put it in the chat, guys. Perfect. What does yellow mean? And don't say speed up. Yield, slow down, proceed with caution, right? Slow down, proceed with caution type of thing, okay? What does green mean? Foot to the floor, go, right? So take that ideology and read this person's credit report. You don't know this person. You don't know the scores. You don't know nothing about anything that they got. Right? Read this credit report. Does this person have a 700 plus credit score? Utilize what we just gone over. No. Does this person have under 30% utilization across all credit bureaus? Perfect. Does this person have a minimum of 5 open primary credit cards with 2 years of good payment history? Yep. See how easy that is? I'm making you experts already. Does this person have across all three primary credit cards with at least 3 years of age? No. Does this person have no more than 4 unsecured accounts open in the past 12 months? So he hasn't. Does this person have under 4 inquiries? No. Does this person have collections? Does this person have charge-offs? Does this person have late payments? Does this person have a bankruptcy? Let me ask you a question. Now that you read this report, everybody put it in the chat. Would you give this person money? I just saw Rashid go, oh, hell no. Hell no. Would you know how to start fixing this person's credit? What I just taught you in M2, would you know how to start fixing this person's credit so you can start working out and know what to do and where you need to get to fix this person's credit? Yeah. Because we teach you to credit repair first, then we teach you everything else. Now check this shit out, guys. Check this shit out. This person says not quite eligible, go to credit repair. Any of you that have bought the M2 software, you can set up your line. This is a person that I was showing to you privately. She gave me her credit repair company. She built out this beautiful thing, and this is her credit repair landing page that she can auto sign up her people on. So now she's got the funding aspect. She knows exactly what it is because she had a conversation with them. She goes through them. So now let's go to this utilization thing. How many people think it's hard to get utilization paid down? Do you guys know where to start? Put a 1 in the chat if you know where to start. Besides paying off your credit cards. That's an easy one. But does everybody know where to start? Put a 1 in the chat if you know where to start. Put a 2 in the chat if it's hard for you to work. 2. Check this shit out. Come to the bottom. Come to the bottom. And software gives you a pay down section and starts with your highest negative item and tells you, okay, click me and give me a calculator on where I need to get my percentage down to. Well, let me get down to acceptable percentage is 30, but I want to get down to 5%. Well, if I want to pay this off in a year, this is how much I have to pay daily. This is how much I have to pay weekly. This is how much I have to pay monthly. If I want to get this done in 1 year, this is what I have to do. It's as simple as that. That's just that. Okay? Ready? Let's go into funding. Let's get a fundable client. Ready? Come to underwriting. Right? Look at a client. Ladies and gentlemen, does this client look fundable compared to the other client? Give me. No. Give me. You can. Give me the baby. Give me the baby. I'm almost done. Give me the baby. I'm just showing them our software. Come here, Bubba. Come to daddy, because I know you haven't seen daddy all morning. Come to daddy. Come to daddy, little girl. Hi, Bubba. Hi. Lots of green. Green for money. Oh, you're saying hi. Oh, she's looking at everybody saying hi. Say hi to everybody. Good girl. Okay, so with this, green means money. Yes. So what we do is it says qualified for funding. It says it right here, right? So we click go to funding. Compliance. We have the only software in compliance. It tells you exactly read all the details, all the stuff. So I acknowledge. It's going to auto pick the credit cards for you to go apply for. It just did that while we were waiting. The AI just picked all the credit cards for you to go get funding with. Literally, all you got to do is click apply. And now you can go apply and get a bag from all the banks that we've already had set up based on the AI. There is no thinking about this. There is no thinking of, hi, bub. Hi, bud. Hi.
She's like, I would like to talk.
You can talk all you want, okay? So, that's our system, okay? Hold on, don't go too far. Daddy needs this for a few more seconds. Ready? Check this out, ready? That's not it. I want to show you guys one major piece. Ready? Check this piece out. This is called the law engine. When you guys are running N2 and going through everything, I could take this same client. I did the wrong client. I need one that has negatives. Give me 1 second, baby girl. Give daddy 1 second. Run the law engine. It's going to build the credit report with all the laws that are there. So check this out. See what it just did. It told me every single law that could be broken if there's a match, is if there's a false match on here. So now what you guys can do is you could start looking on the FCRA letters and everything and figure out how to get that stuff done. Hi, bud. And how to get it done properly. The system was built for success. It was built for credit, repair, tax professionals, brokers, mortgage brokers, all that stuff. It was built to help them get their clients to go where they need to go. Funding experts, the whole nine. So if you guys are really serious about starting a credit repair business, okay? If you're really serious about starting a credit repair business, this is one of those tools that you need in your back pocket. I promise you, it'll be freaking good. And I had no OGs on the, oh no, Tyrone, you an OG. You've been here, okay? I had no OGs. Hey, you want to touch Daddy's watch? I had no real OGs on. So when my OGs are on, they'll tell you how they got locked in. So I'm going to tell everybody over here. Honey, can you hold the baby 2 seconds, my love?
Of course I can. I'm just counting your word bubbles.
My wife got jokes, guys. Oh, Ralph, I forgot. Yes, Ralph is a real OG. You're like, yeah, Ralph, you've been MIA for a little while. You saw it now after a long time. How do we get access? All you got to do is come to the affiliate program. Let me get my link. I'm going to send you guys a link because we track all this stuff. And I'm going to drop it in the chat over here. Oh, there you go. Ray got it. Now, we have 7 AIs working in this system. There's 2 packages. I'm going to explain the packages to you. The 247 package is unlimited clients. Means however many clients you want to add, okay, you can add into the 247. The 147, which is explained on our website, and I'll show you over here. I'll go take you to Score Machine just so you guys can see it. It's explained on our website. It gives you 3 users and 30 clients maximum. So if you got to get busy in the system, I would get to 247 because this package is eventually going to go to $1,470. Okay, Ray, unmute you. So we're building that up. Yesterday, this package was $197. Tyrone, you remember seeing that yesterday? Where'd Tyrone go? Yesterday, this package was $197. We literally raised the price up because we built that up. Ralph, why would you do that, bro? Quick. That's the key, guys. Everybody good? Everybody have any questions? I'm gonna allow everybody to come on mute now. Those background noise before I'm gonna stop sharing. And if anybody has any questions, I'll definitely let you ask and answer questions. Where the hell are the host tools? There you go. Allow you guys to unmute this now. Come off mute, guys. Go, Christina.
Okay. Did you just show that it was 147?
No, it's not 147. It's 147 for 30 clients. If you signed up with 197 yesterday, you got unlimited, which that same package is 247.
Okay, okay. I was just making sure. I was about to say, like, hold on.
Nope.
Because that's the one I got was the 197 last night. Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's why I said I want to make sure that everybody understands that last night was 197. With the launch of the law engine, we went up to 247 as of last night. And that's for unlimited clients. It doesn't, unlike M2 where you have to purchase more GAs to work on clients, you don't have to purchase GAs to work on clients. There's no purchasing anybody. You just do what you need to do. You can run as many clients as you want through the system, as many times as you want. Yes, Rashad. I know you're about to ask something. Come off mute. Talk to me. Not yet. Not. Yes, M2 is going to be to do your credit repair. But what happens? Let me talk to you for a second. What happens if you have a client that is fundable? Do you need to put them in M2? Right? What happens if you have a client, you review the report, and really what they need to do is pay downs? M2 doesn't help you. You see what I'm trying to say? Pay down, for example, say your client has bad credit, right? And you go look at their file, and their file, right, does not need credit repair. They have no negative items. They have no inquiries. They have no late payments. They have no charge-offs. But what do they have? They have high utilization. Well, now you can teach them how to pay that shit down. Okay? That's the key. You can read the credit report like an expert instead of the credit report like somebody who's wet behind the ears. It's what we were talking about before when we were in the other class, is actually being an expert when you're talking to your clientele or yourself. What happens if I do X, Y, and Z? Okay? What happens if I do X, Y, and Z? Well, if I remove this, I can watch my score go up or down. Well, why did it go down? Because I removed age. Software tells you what your average age is. It tells you everything. Yes. Hold on, I didn't see the Hakeem. Educate them. Cheat sheets as well. This is good. Yes, we have a lot of stuff inside of here. We have all training inside. And then anybody who gets access to the score machine gets access to Paid in Full. Yes, Brian, talk to me. You can unmute. Yes. Yeah, I can hear you, Brian. Yes, sir. What you just saw was hybrid funding. It's business and personal. It's how you get the biggest bag. There's a link inside the chat, my friend. There's a link inside the chat. That's all you got to do. That's it. Who else? I saw another 2 questions. Yeah, Tyrone, what'd you see in the chat? Yes. How do you pronounce it? Troy? Troy, how are you? How are you, Troy? I'm fantastic.
This is my first time in the class.
Okay.
I'm in the credit and funding space as well with another group.
Mm-hmm.
I've been frustrated. So
Mm-hmm.
the question is, do you guys have a VA that's trained to use the software?
You don't need a VA, Troy.
Okay.
You don't need a VA. And here's why you don't need a VA. Because if you have your system in place, and what a system do I mean? If you have your sequence in place and the client is fundable, all you got to do is click apply. The system tells you what to do. If the system doesn't dictate your client be fundable, you can't fund them. And I'm going to tell you what has been happening. The reason you're frustrated is you think a client is fundable, right? When there are underlying issues with the client that people don't know of. Make sense?
Right. I'm still stuck on the credit repair. That's why I can't get anybody funded.
Okay.
The VAs that I'm using are creating these letters, and they're not working. Stuff is getting off, coming off, and then coming back on within 10 days.
Let me ask you a question. Are you utilizing FTC CFPB reports?
Yes.
There's your answer. You're not doing it legally.
Okay.
Okay? You're telling the bureau this person has fraud, but they don't have fraud. Because that's what your VA is doing. They're telling them that they have fraud. I'm telling you this. Metro 2 is going to take longer. It's going to take longer. But when it removes it, Troy, it's gone. It's not coming back.
Okay, I'm gonna sign up because I just got a few days ago for the group.
Mm-hmm.
And so I haven't been able to, log in and check out the videos.
Get in. Which group did you get into?
I think it was through Smitty.
Okay, so Schmitty's going to have goat repair. Make sure you get into goat repair. Okay, and if you're printing with my team can tell you to whatchamacallit. My team will help you out if you're printing with our team. So if you feel like that, you do technically get a VA without getting a VA.
Okay, so don't sign up through the link that you just.
That's the funding program. That's completely different than credit repair.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, thanks.
No problem. I got you. Questions, ladies and gentlemen, questions.
Yeah, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
I see that it populated all credit cards for fundable clients. What about like lines of credit?
We do have it, but the AI is working with credit cards right now. For the reason being is most people don't have 2 years in business to get the lines of credit and the loans and the SBA loans and the proper banking equipment, the proper banking information that they need, their tax returns, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what we're doing is we're getting the easy stuff right now. But if needed, it's 2 seconds to unlock it. 2 seconds for us to unlock it for you. Right now, we're making it easy because we're selling it to the masses. Okay? Go, Rashad.
I know you said the prices are going up, so what that was from 250 to 47.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's going to go to $1,000.
$1,470.
Okay, so let's just say if I purchased the one for 250,
Mm-hmm.
and that's unlimited, when it do go up to 1,450,
You're at 250. Just like everybody that purchased yesterday at 197, they're at 197. Just like Ralph got in for free. Ralph is still in the room. Ralph got in for free because when we were beta testing the program 6 months ago, Ralph was one of 3 people that pulled a credit report in here. He's the reason where we're at today. So Ralph got in for free. When I say I'm going to raise the price, I promise you the price raising is coming. Just when? We always raise the price when there's a major release coming. Okay? And a part of the bug area. So now that we're getting to a certain point, that's what we're doing. So we have people like Sheree. Sheree, you still in at $99 or you got locked in at the 147? Because I remember you were one of my first clients. I remember. Okay. We have people that are locked in 99, 147, 197. We've launched 197 for 2 weeks, and then it went up to 256. Yep, 147. So she is at 147. As you can see, every time I have a major release, a price goes up. Yes, Brian, but I think, hold on. Mike, you have a question. I think that's your hand raised. Mike, come on, mute wherever you are. I don't see a mic. Where's Mike? Mike Lyon. I don't see Mike. Okay, whatever. Oh, there you are, Mike. You're the one with the LA hat. I skipped right over you. What's up, brother? Oh, your information's bad. Yo, my wife is something special. All right. Oh, yes, it is. We already know it. We already know it. And there's going to be companies that are going to compete in the industry, and I'm letting everybody know right now. If they're not doing compliance, which we're doing, they're not a cheat code anymore. They're just defrauding you guys and doing the wrong thing. Brian Brown, I know you probably had a question. I saw your thing light up.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear. What's up?
This is real quick, man. You got me super excited. I got a potential client now that bought a shelf
Mm-hmm.
and is ready for funding. Can this help?
Absolutely. As long as their credit is right. If their credit is not right, it can't do shit for them. That's the thing. And I'm a straight shooter, guys. I'm not gonna go around. I'm not gonna go around the bush and tell you, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No. If their credit is right, and they meet the score in the underwriting section, and it says that, then they're good to rock and roll. If they don't meet it, no matter what you do, that client's unfundable.
All right, because they have a very thin file.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Appreciate you.
Got you. I got you. Who else? Who else wants to come and talk to me? There's questions, guys. Questions. Because the funny part is when you guys get locked in over here, you get access to the whole team. I'm muted. Brother, you gotta unmute yourself. Here. Hold on. Let me get Mike. Mike's let me try to get Mike. There you go. Mike, can you Yes, sir.
My question is, if I want to get money, is it just that one credit card? I can use more, you pick out cards, but at the same time, they offer more than one card.
If the AI finds that you are fundable on all three bureaus, it will nitpick. It will not nitpick. It will pre-pick cards for you that we know are given bags out, and they will give it across all three bureaus. If you're only fundable on one bureau, it'll only give you one bureau. If you're fundable on two bureaus, it'll give you two bureaus. If you're fundable on all three, it'll give you all three. If you only have one inquiry able to be funded on, it'll only give you one credit card per bureau. If you have three, it'll give you three credit cards per bureau. And it will offload most of it on the business. No, you didn't say. You didn't say. I didn't say that. But the question that you asked was fantastic. No problem, sir. No problem.
So I got two things.
Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Yes, you just put a space. There is no middle name. You're just going to put it in the first name. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just click on your file, scroll down to the bottom, and just click on the negative, click on the item. Yep. So, for example, the top one over there on that one was Citibank. I just click on Citibank, and then it opens up the calculator. No problem, guys. No problem. If nobody... Oh, yeah. Wow, Miss Vargas. Long time no talk to you. How are you?
I've been waiting for your call. You said you were going to call me.
When?
Get together.
Oh, about going over the stuff Spanish for the program. I'll be honest with you. I've been working on compliance. I would talk to you truthfully. I've been working on compliance and the law engine, and that literally took up all my time. I'll be straight with you. I'm trying to get compliant before I do anything else. Finish all my compliance stuff.
That you were supposed to show me for the I-10 numbers too, remember?
What was I supposed to show you for I-10? What was I supposed to show you?
Because we can't pull them up only through Equifax, but we can't pull them up like regular.
Oh, I have to look at it. That's what I have that on my book somewhere for Identity IQ. My score IQ doesn't, well, I should say it, Smart Credit doesn't do it. So I have to do Identity IQ to pull up the I-10.
Yeah, no other company does it like that, only Equifax.
No Experian, no TransUnion. They don't pull them directly.
I tried and it's not bringing the phone number.
They have a credit report through the I-10 number. Like you can pull a credit report through them. Like they have credit or no?
Yeah,
So how can they have credit and they don't pull it? That doesn't make sense.
exactly. I don't know why it doesn't.
Again, let me get with Identity IQ. Identity IQ has been working with us tremendously to build build their piece out of the software. So let's see what they can do. With
Big going crazy on me.
what happened?
I have some clients with identity IQ, and when I try to pull a report, it's just been acting crazy.
In our software.
No, just so itself.
Don't use Identity IQ's report. It's actually screwed up. Use My Score IQ. That is the best. I'm going to be honest with you from a coding standpoint and just an understanding standpoint. My Score IQ is the best report in the industry, hands down. It is the closest to the bureau report.
Okay. So I have another question.
Yes.
So, talking back to the funding, my brother applied for American Express,
Mm-hmm.
and he has like collections, and his credit scores are like, I think the highest is like 629,
Okay.
and the rest are like high 500.
Okay.
He got approved for it. How does that work? You don't know?
I have no clue. Look, at the end of the day, you know what that's why we had to go into compliance. You know what it says in the compliant thing? The bank still holds the ability to approve and deny you. I could give you all the stuff to make you good. But at the end of the day, the bank still holds the ability to approve and deny you. And we know that underwriting is good, but maybe they saw something.
Okay, yeah, just because I have like my mom, she's like in the 700s, and she didn't get approved for it. That's why I was like, oh, let me ask you a question.
And again, like I said, the bank always holds the end. But make sure you always look at it and see. They have to put, if they deny you, they send you a denial letter and why they denied you. Normally, it's the same thing that you remember when I was. Oh no, I don't think you were in the company when I was pulling Equifax, not Equifax, Experian back in the day when I was pulling their reports. They actually give you everything that you're denied for on their actual Experian report. They tell you what they're denied for. All right. No problem. Phil, what's up, buddy? You got to come on mute, brother.
I'm trying.
Good. How are you?
I have a question. So, I have late payment. I have 3 late payments. My score is still at 700s. Am I still, would I still get funded?
No.
If not, no.
Nope. Remember what did I just say? No late payments, no collections, no charge off, no bankruptcies, no negative items. Now, Gloria's brother, I have no clue how the fuck that happened, but normally it's no negative items, 0 negative items.
The only thing that I get is really holding me up before I even start. So I've been getting offers. I've been getting a lot of offers as far as like upgrading credit cards and things of that nature. So what is the time frame, if any, can I get these late payments?
There is I can't legally by law answer that question for you.
So
It is possible, but there is no way that anybody in any credit repair industry can answer that for you legally by law. It says under FCRA rule that because we are not the credit bureau, we cannot legally answer that by law because we do not control the bureau or how that they remove your late payments. So it could take a year, it could take 2 years, it could take 3 years, it could take 2 days. Legally by law, I can't answer that. I won't even attempt to answer that. I won't even give you a time frame because late payments are the one that are a pain in the ass. Okay? Yep. See? So you already have the answer that we're already at. But if you go through Metro 2, you get locked in with the score machine, talk to me, especially if you printed with my company. I got a couple of things for the printing clients that I can hand you. All right? iPhone is going to be my last question. So I got to close up for the day. I didn't realize it's almost 2:00. My wife is going to murder me.
Yeah.
Yes, Ralph. She's literally standing right there. She came down 3 times. I was like, oh shit, that's it. I got to finish up. All right. Rashad, I know you had a question and iPhone had a. Yeah.
I just bought your software and it's telling me I can't reach. When I got the email that goes to the dashboard, it's telling me
You see that gentleman right there? I'm going to give you a phone number right now. Okay? See that gentleman? Well, he's not sitting at his chair. The first time he's not sitting at his chair. I'm going to give you his phone number directly. You're going to get in touch with Ray. Oh, he's coming from the he went to go to the bathroom. Okay? Whatchamacallit? I will give you his number directly. You're going to call him, and he's going to work with you to get you set up and squared away immediately.
Okay, great.
We actually have a phone line for issues. So that's the best part. Ray, get what iPhone. What's what, Mr. iPhone?
Kendall Ivy.
Kendall.
I went to my phone and
Uh,
laptop. That's how
Get with Mr. Ivy. He's not allowing him to log into the software on the scoring machine. Okay? Ray, just go double check that. Yes, Christina. Damn, I told you guys I gotta end it. Everybody's like, I gotta ask questions now.
All right, on the FICO, on the M2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if it was like a course or whatever the case may be, but it was saying something about checking like Innovis and
When you do a when you do a bankruptcy, I don't go over bankruptcies in the basic class because it screws everybody up and they wind up sending out the first round of letters incorrectly. So, yeah, just do go to whatchamacallit. Go to go if.
that's just only for bankruptcies for the Innovis and LexisNexis. Got it.
Yes. Yep.
Thanks.
Jean, how can I help you, sweetie? Got to come on mute. There.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the info.
No problem.
How do I join the Friday class?
My Friday class? Ray, drop the link for the lovely lady for the Friday class. I think she's printing with us. I think I've seen that name before.
Yes, of course. I'm with you.
You should be in our community. You're free. It's free to join our community. The paid in full one on school. And then you have the calendar gives you the opportunity to join the Friday class every single time.
What link do I use to join?
It's just right there on the Friday class, right there on the in the calendar. It says the link for the Friday class. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. See this? So when you get access to Friday, right, and you're inside the software, you see how it says Friday class? Friday class?
Yes, yes.
So here the community, you go to calendar. Hold on, let it load, and then go to Friday class and just click, and then click on the link. And the link is not going to be live now because the class is not live, but Friday it will go live. Cool?
Thank you.
No problem. I know I saw your name in printing, so I was like, yeah, you're good to go. Ivy, you get access to the class immediately too, so you get access to that stuff as well. Tyrone, you're my last one, and then I'm done for the night, for the day. Dre is in Atlanta. I have no clue on anything with that. I'm literally at my home in Connecticut. I have no clue what's going on. I haven't even spoken to Dre. He's technically, I think he's with Mob too. So, yeah, hit him on the school and see what's going on because I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, that's it. Any other questions before we leave? Close up. Gloria, I know you need help with letters. Gloria, have you reached out to my team? Are you printing with us? No. Gloria, you should be printing with us. Then you can get access to somebody to help you 24/7. What if my maiden name is on my credit report and I need for that to stay because I work for a federal agency? Oh, for printing, just select us in the software. But once you select us in the software for printing, you get access to the team. All you got to do is send one letter over, and everything will be done.
I start following you and then I lose you and you start going too fast.
Get with John. John will help you when you do the printing. Just submit. John gets in an hour, Submit an order to him, and he'll definitely help you. I don't go too fast, Gloria. I try to get it done because we get stuck. We get stuck on areas, and I'm like, damn it, come on. I'm like, this is not even the hard part. This is the easy part. Let's go. All right. I want to focus on the hard part with everybody, and that's actually generating that letter and making sure we're getting through those letters. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank everybody for.
My question. Well, you read it, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know.
because I've been carrying my married name, even though I'm divorced, but I keep my married name, but I need my maiden name because I work for the federal government. So when they, when I apply for like the other positions, if I choose to, they ask for my maiden name, and they do full reports.
So I'm gonna tell you something. Professional advice. Take it or leave it. Professional advice, everything should be changed to what your actual name is. So if you're utilizing your maiden name, whether you're working for Fed government, everything, change everything. You will no longer have that name, which can be, I'm going to be honest with you, if we look at it from a legal standpoint, that can be considered fraud, which I would move everything over. But if you don't want to go through that headache, sometimes it's just hard to make sure that you are where you are. That's it's a catch-22 question for me. That's why I'm saying I don't know. That's a good question though. That is a really good question. I'll look it up. I'll look it up and see what I can come up with. And
So should I remove the PII?
oh, we don't do PII. You were in yesterday's class. We don't do PII. We don't do PII, and we don't do inquiries. We do what? Just the main stuff. That's why we show up to Friday class. And I know you were here on Friday class. I know you were here yesterday. I saw you asking me a bunch of questions yesterday. Just focus on your main stuff. Thank you, Nola. Have a great night, Nola. All right, everybody. I am going to go upstairs. My wife is at the stairs. I got to go. I'll talk to everybody. Bye-bye, guys. I'm fucking willing this company to...